Yo, what's good, everybody? How we doing? Good evening, Datsu, Donovan, 44. Good afternoon, I guess I should say. Mason, Jeff, Balaji, Almighty Will, Tim. How we doing, guys? How's your trading day going? I haven't been at the charts since earlier this morning. I made 580 on micros this morning, it looks like, and then I stepped away for a little bit, dealing with some other business things and going on a run. So I haven't been at the charts in a little while. I'm gonna have to get myself a little reacclimated. It looks like we're just trading around 29K. Nice move down, nice move back up. Nvidia earnings on Wednesday this week. FOMC meeting minutes that afternoon as well. It is the first meeting minutes. Meeting minutes normally don't do a whole lot or provide a whole lot of volatility, but with it being the first meeting minutes with the new Fed chair, I'm not sure how it's going to react. It is the first meeting minutes with the new Fed chair, so missed me, 44. Yeah, I missed you guys too. Yeah, it's been a little while. I think the last stream was what, last Wednesday, something like that. We've had a lot of stuff going on the back end that has occupied a ton of our time. We're still battling with getting payment processors up and everything for the indicators in the new terminal. So Miss K, you're on the short bus? Oh, just click on the other live stream. We are live streaming on Kick and Twitch too. If you prefer one of those streaming platforms, go ahead and hop on over to one of those. When we do the marbles race, however, entries are only accepted on the YouTube chat. That is the only chat that the bot recognizes commands from. So when we do the marbles races, you will need to be on the YouTube live stream in order to participate in the marbles races. Ricardo, do a giveaway. We are doing a giveaway. We are giving away a Lucid account. Mason, what size Lucid account? What kind of account are we doing today? What's up, Tris? How are you? Okay, we are giving away a Lucid 50K Pro test account today, live on stream. You guys know the routine at this point. Marbles races. We'll probably do we'll do 3 qualifying races, and then we'll do the grand finale. Top 3 finishers from each of the qualifying races will move on to that grand finale. So we'll do it the same way that we've been doing it. Eventually, we'd like to streamline the process a little bit, obviously. If we had more accounts to give away, I would give away multiple accounts of stream, but we don't have that many. I've explained it to you guys before. I don't need to beat that drum into the ground. But I hope you guys are having a good trading day. Hopefully you guys are profitable. Hopefully you're sized down. Hey, what's up, Devraj? How are you? What's up, Trades by Now? How are you? Chompy, Chubu, how we doing? I see you guys over there on the Kick chat. For some reason, the multi-stream chat, guys, it's supposed to pick up every single, all the Twitch, the YouTube, the Kick. It's supposed to pick up all those chats, but it doesn't always do it. It doesn't always do it. So I don't know. Let's see here. Is the music working good on your guys' end? Can you guys hear the music and everything? I'm just making sure all the settings are good and audio is good, that it's not too loud. Yep, good. Okay. Hey, what's up, Trade Hope? How are you? What's the pair? So it's not a pair. We're looking at ticker symbol MNQ, so Nasdaq US index futures is what we're looking at right now. Hey, thanks for the sub, Pain to Power. I appreciate you. But yeah, for those of you that are early to the stream, let's go ahead and do that first qualifying race while we are limited on the amount of viewers to give you guys the best opportunity to get in that grand finale. Brutal Trader, Green Day, a big W. Audio's good, Chompy? Okay. All right, good deal. It's on, it's low, but on. Well, I don't want it to be too loud. That's the thing. Like, I don't want the music to drown out everything. So let me know if the music gets too loud here. Unless you guys just absolutely want to rock out. In that case, I'll mute the mic and you guys can just rock out. As far as levels that I'm looking to execute from are concerned, it kind of looks like we're trending to the downside. It looks like, as far as the DOM is concerned, it looks like we got interest up here at 29,100. There's also orders below layered in. So honestly, we could go either way here from 29K. So I'll probably watch the overnight lows here at 924. It looks like we had a bid up off of that already. So my level to the top side is going to be PDL up here at 29,090-ish, 89.50. Lots of people lost accounts today. Be careful. Yeah, Strada, I trade pretty... I'm risk averse with my trading per se, right? Like obviously trading it inherently has risk built in. But lately, guys, I'm not going to lie. I've been entering my positions with one micro position. And then if it goes in my favor, that's when I've been adding to my position. I haven't been trading minis at all. And really, I haven't been sized up anything more than 3 micros over the last couple weeks. I've been taking it very, very slow. You know, like, let's see here. Hey, what's up, Annika? How are you? Yeah, I've been way sized down. My days are looking like, you know, like today 580. That's actually like a decent sized day for me recently, because I don't prefer blowing through accounts. You know, for reference, this is kind of what all of my calendars look like recently. Just so you guys can see what it looks like. But they're all kind of right around that same mark. You know, occasionally I'll have a really big day. But nothing too crazy, but my red days are really, really small. So like, that's what my trading looks like right now and has looked like for a while, to be fair. And okay, Lucid's great. Lucid's great. If there's one of they're not really new anymore. They've kind of been around for almost a year now, maybe a little over a year even. But super reliable, straightforward rules, easy payout process. Hey, what's up, Oak? How are ya? $10 or $33 from blown. What should you do? Oh, you're in the 1 micro, wait for a good level and see if you can dig your way out mode. I hate preaching to people go ahead and just YOLO it with size and try to hit a big trade on a mini. I don't like doing that myself. What is going on here? Sorry, guys. Streamlabs acting a fool right now. Full port 30 micros. No, don't full port 30 micros. All right, Mason. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on here. Where is the border at? Okay. There we go. Is everything normal again? Streamlabs just went haywire. All right, it looks like we're good now. Buy Globex, open, and pray. Yeah, I mean, that's been honestly, guys, lately with the bull run, like, Okay, so here's what we're looking at daily. Obviously, we have all these imbalances below that are possible target areas for any of the downside that we have, right? In this bull run, eventually when we got back above these highs, I do expect a retest of this double top high at some point in the future. I don't know when that's going to happen. We've kind of been talking about that over the last couple weeks on stream. I don't know when that's going to happen. You know, if it's going to happen anytime soon or when it's going to happen. But I do anticipate this, because even until we pull back to this, we're still bullish, right? Like, this is still bullish structure on the higher time frame. So we're still looking to buy dips, right? Really, until we lose this double top high, do we start thinking, okay, some downside is really coming back into the market. So this 26,400 level is kind of where I'm looking at, maybe possibly like considering a swing short position. But until price is back down here, we're still looking to buy any kind of substantial dips, right? All these imbalances are good buying opportunities, and I'll be looking to long those areas unless, you know, order flow and price action is saying don't long here. So until we're back down here, I will still have a long bias. Overall structure is still leaning to the top side. All this might be is just a peak below, trap shorts below on the higher time frames, and for another rip higher. It easily could be one of those scenarios. So just be on alert that could be on the table still, and that this downside could just be an aberration and just a short trap still. So yeah. All right, Mason, let's get this first race going now that we've got enough people in the stream. Once again, guys, Mason's going to open up registration for the marbles races. Once he opens up the registration, you'll need to type !marbles in the chat in order to enter into the marbles race. Top 3 finishers from that marbles race will move on to the grand finale race. Tonight, or this afternoon, we are giving away a 50K Lucid Pro account, and that is what you guys are racing for. So, go ahead. Is the bot not working, Mason? Oh, yeah, it looks like they're added. All right, guys, go ahead and get your entries in. I'm going to step away for a minute. !marbles in the chat. You'll need to do it on the YouTube chat. Lag bot. Yeah, Mason's in control of the bot, guys. Short this puppy? No, S-Dub. Really, I would want to see it back below these lows before I would even attempt a short. I'd want to see price holding below like 950. 950 would be my deciding level. I'm not gonna execute around psych level 29K just because this could start just chopping sideways for a while. You know, you have exhaustion on either side of 29K right now, so you have no aggressive move one way or the other. I'm going to wait until we have some sort of confirmation move. Right? The last thing you want to do is get chopped up right around 29K, especially when you're putting in lower highs and higher lows. All right, guys, make sure you get your entries in. !marbles in the chat. Hopefully everybody's got their entries in. And we'll try to get this race going for you. How are you guys trading today, by the way? I know it's been rough. I know the moves have been volatile. Really, I don't know if you guys watched the Globex Open last night. That was crazy. Hey, what's up, J-Rod? How are you? That was crazy. The Globex movement last night was absolutely insane. Absolutely crazy. I wanted nothing to do with that. Yeah, J-Rod, this week we're going to do the 1 to 3 p.m. time slot. We had a little kickback on, because you guys know how I post pre-market trading plans each morning. We had a little kickback from the pre-market trading plans community, because obviously it's hard for me to type up a pre-market trading plan while live streaming during the time that I'm normally typing up the pre-market trading plan. And people preferred the text and visual format of it that way. So I'm going to cater to them and not stream pre-market or New York Open, and I'll just stream during the afternoons for the meantime. The Sovereignty, you won. Sovereignty, we're getting ready to run a race, so make sure that you get your entry in. Exclamation point marbles in the chat, guys. We're going to leave it open for another 30 seconds, and then we're going to shut it down. People are slowly filing into the live stream. I'm trying to give you guys the best opportunity to get into that grand finale here. If you haven't yet, smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. It really does help out the channel. Thanks to all the new subs. We are currently sitting at... Let's see. What are we sitting at sub count-wise? Did the music go off? The music did go off. Okay. Give me a second here, guys. Let me get music going for you again. I'm not sure what's going on. Let's see. Let's go here and here. All right, Mason, go ahead and shut down that registration window, and we'll give Mason a couple minutes here to get the race set up, and we'll do that marbles race for you. Let's check on the channel here. So we are currently at, you guys know we hit 8.5K last week. However, we have dropped substantially on the subscriber count over the last few days. So we're at 8,479. We've lost, I don't know, about 30 subscribers since we last live streamed. So that's where the channel sits currently. I did make the promise to you guys that if we hit 20K by the end of the year, I will do a 24-hour live stream. It's not looking likely at this point, but you never know. You never know what could happen. Honestly, I think we got botted in our last live stream, guys. Because it was like right after the stream, we lost like 20 plus subs. I think we got botted in the last live stream. And it looks like we might be getting botted now, or duplicate entries, because we have 80 people in the stream right now, and we've got 123 entries. So you sneaky people that are watching the live stream. Just so you know, guys, we do verify your YouTube accounts. So you will have to provide that verification in order to claim the prize. So, so we do have a verification process. So even if you do bot, chances of the bot actually getting through and winning the way that we do things are very, very slim. So we'll see what happens. Okay, let's see if Mason's ready to go. It looks like he's getting close. All right, guys, let me get this pop-out chat going. All right, guys, first marbles race, first qualifying race. Good luck, everybody. Top 3 finishers move on to the grand finale. And we're off. Down the funnel we go. Down the tunnel of doom. From what I recall, this is one of those races where a lot of marbles get absolutely yeeted off the track. So spam 1 in the chat to make your marble go faster. Spam 1 in the chat to make your marble go faster, guys. I saw my name up there on the leaderboard there for a second. Don't worry, I can't win the account. Grayson out to the early lead. Getting through relatively clean as well with Tim in second, Lily in third. Oh, we've got some jostling of positions. Oh, Mason, your record pace is in jeopardy here. It's in jeopardy. Oh, 11 Oak. 11 Oak and Grayson. Small Profit Corporation now has the lead with Grayson in second. Oh, Small Profit Corporation already moving on to the grand finale. Already finished. That was quick. Oh, no. Oh, no. Nobody else is finishing. Come on, somebody get in there. All right, Music, you're in. Learner, you're in. All right, Small Profit Corporation, Music, and Learner Doctor. You three are moving on to the grand finale. Mason will be verifying your YouTube information in the YouTube chat. You will need to communicate that with him, and he will get you all verified. If one of you cannot get verified, or two of you, obviously Dosed and Maritimes, you will be next up. Congratulations, guys. You guys are moving on to the grand finale. How do I never finish these races? How do I never finish these races? It's unbelievable. Oh, MK. Yeah, there will be more races going on. Dosed is like, nah, do top 5. No, because of the way that we have to do things, because of the botting and stuff like that, we have to keep the number limited because it takes Mason a few minutes to get everybody verified, right? So we have to, we can't just like let 10 people go through. It would take forever to verify that many. Music, no. So we're going to run 2 more qualifier races. So the top 3 from each race will move on to the grand finale. And then those top 9, those 9 finishers, each of those top 3 will race one more time. And the winner of that race will win the account. All right, guys. Mason will be communicating with you guys in the chat. So make sure you respond to mock-level up in the YouTube chat to get you guys all verified. And then once everybody's verified, we will run another race. All right, so we're still kind of just chopping 29K. I'm going to wait till price gets away from 29K, guys. Let's see here. What's going on ES? Probably much the same. Probably just some sideways action. Yeah, in the middle of nowhere. Right, sitting right at Globex Open. YM's kind of at an interesting spot here. Let's see what we got on YM. I kind of like this. What is that? 49.8. I kind of like this area up in here. So if we get up around 49.8 to 49.840 on YM, I would be interested if we can pick up some sellers and start showing signs of weakness there. I would be interested in a YM trade. It's going to move really, really slow, obviously, but that's really point of interest wise. RTY still has its gap to fill to the top side from the open, so there's still quite a bit of gap here on the Russell. That would be interesting if we can get back above, what is this, 2783. So this move would be interesting. Fill this gap here. Let's take a look at gold. Gold is not a fan of where gold is right now, to tell you the truth. That's a lot of sideways action. So you're pretty much looking at probably a little bit of range here on gold. I mean, NQ's kind of in no man's land right at psych level 29K. So really you're looking up here at towards 29.1, or if we can get the move back below 950 is what I would say. Right, back down below this, holding firmly below this. I would be interested in a short down into the 750s. I don't know if we get that move though. Could just as easily go back to 29.1 from here. It's actually looking more like a long with the, I mean, chart analysis wise, looking like a cup and handle here. So a bull flag on the 1 minute. Got buyers stepping in. It's starting to go fairly positive on Delta. See, the problem here is you're risking 50, 60 points on either side. And I'm just not comfortable with that. Institutional Risk Engine is saying 62 points of risk is what you'd have to do from current price. So you're looking from current price, you're looking at risking pretty much above this swing high on any short position. And on any long position, yeah, the risk to reward's just not there, really. Because even from here, you're only targeting what? Maybe 29.1? PDL's sitting right up there at 90. And to the downside, that's really the better risk to reward right now, but it's looking kind of bullish. I mean, you're probably targeting lows from earlier today down here at 840 initially. Guys, let me know. Do any of you guys in the chat run? Do you guys like running? Are any of you runners? Side note, untrading related. MK, you like running more than lifting, to be fair? Okay, so S-Dub short looking, right? S-Dub's always thinking the shorts are in. I mean, I hope so. I'd like for price to pull back. I kind of talked about it higher time frame wise. You run to the fridge and then back to the sofa. So you know how, right, like they talk about when you're building your base for endurance for like long runs, right? They talk about zone 2 training all the time, which just refers to how elevated your heart rate gets. I have a hard time keeping my heart rate in zone 2. I feel like I'm in zone 3, and if I stayed in zone 2, I can't go any more than a walk. If that makes sense. Hey, what's up, Crazy Chris? But I feel like if I'm going to keep my heart rate in zone 2 when running, I'm going to be dragging my feet or walking. So I don't understand what this whole craze is about zone 2 training, right? Even in zone 3, I don't feel like I'm pushing it at all. I feel like I'm running really, really slow. You know, that's at probably like, I don't know, running a 8-minute mile, 8.5-minute mile over like 4 or 5 miles. That seems really slow. I normally, like when I'm running, I'm normally around the, you know, on like easy runs, I'm around the 7.5-minute mile mark. Sovereignty light running, what's that? Running is one of those things you either love it or you hate it, right? Like you either really enjoy running or you absolutely hate it. In fact, Mason got on me the other day. He's like, Wes, I don't know how you like running. I don't understand it. He's like, you must be a psychopath or something. All right, looks like we're getting a nice little move down towards that 950 area. Let's see what happens here at below this wick low. I'm interested in. Chompy, no, I have music going. I have music going when I'm running. Yeah, Shady, but see, even when I'm in zone 3, though, I can hold the conversation just fine, right? Crazy Chris, what schedule? What do you mean? A streaming schedule? Music? Are you talking about me, guys? But like I can hold a conversation even when I'm in zone 3. I feel like I'm barely breaking a sweat in zone 3. You know, with heart rate clipping at about 150 beats per minute. Hey, what's up, Nihal? How are you? Yeah, Martin, I think, yeah, price is just kind of chopping around that 29K level. I feel like we're just trapping both sides right now. Yeah, MK, here's the thing. Like, I eventually want to run a marathon or a half marathon, but I've never been a distance guy. Growing up, I was playing baseball, basketball, football, so everything was sprinting, right? So the distance running thing is relatively new to me over the last couple years. I've never done anything over a 10K, right? And some people consider that sprints. But I clip off, you know, an all-out mile. I'm probably clipping around just over 5-minute mile right now. All out, just 1 mile. You know, the last one I timed, I was at like 5:12. But I can't maintain that pace for very long. So I'm trying to work my way up to that old, you know, like the half marathon and the marathon run, but I just don't know where I should be pacing myself for those kind of runs, especially when they're saying to keep your heart rate down. And it's like, I don't, you know, zone 3 feels quite comfortable for me. I can hold a conversation with my heart rate anywhere really from like 150 to 170. I feel like I can hold a conversation. I just don't know how long I can hold the paces for. Because I think the longest run I've ever done was 10 miles. I've never clipped off like a 14, 15, 20 mile run. Yeah, MK. So I try to break it up. So I try to do like 3 easy runs a week, and then I'll do like I'll do some sort of interval training where I'm doing like half-mile intervals at you know, a relatively quick pace, and then I'll do like a progression run on the other day, where like I'm slowly building the speed throughout. So I run 5 days a week. New York wrecked you. You watch. Wait for Asia session. Yeah, the Globex sessions. I never did feel like I adjusted well trading wise to the Globex sessions. I feel like I trade much better during New York session than I do during Globex. Not sure why that is, but yeah, Kevin, I think that's what I gotta do. I think I just need to. I'm never worried about pace. I feel like that 8.5 per minute mile is probably my sweet spot, where I could probably maintain that for a long period of time, right? Like I feel like I could maintain that for a long period of time. Even at 7.5 minutes, I feel like I could hold that for a while. Like 6 to 8 with Joe's lifting, was then 4 to 6 was nothing but intense conditioning. Yeah, I mean, the last thing I want to do is go overboard with my training and get injured and not be able to do anything for a little while, obviously. You know, I'm not getting younger by any stretch of the imagination, so I'm not looking to set world records or anything anymore. Hey, what's up, Lily? How are you? Like, I'm not going. Could I probably finish inside a top 50 at like a park run or something like that? Maybe, right? On a 5K park run or something like that, maybe. But it's not like I'm out there. It's not like I'm out there speeding along. All right, looks like Mason's ready. Mason, go ahead and open up those registration. We're gonna do the next marbles race here, guys. Get those registration in. Obviously, while the market's just chopping around 29K and we have nothing to do, why not do another marbles race, right? So Mason has opened up. You probably had a 19-minute mile, Chris. I mean, 19-minute mile. I honestly, you can probably walk, like, I would say probably a 16 or 17-minute mile. To be fair, you could probably walk that pace. I'll be right back in just a second, guys. Man, the market's just back and forth. Honestly, for those of you that want to get into running, don't worry about pace at all. Like, don't worry about pace at all. Just start really slow, clipping off some miles, and build a base, right? Because the hardest part isn't going to be the legs. The hardest part is going to be the lungs, more than likely. That's what's really going to slow you down. Your oxygen intake when you're running is what fuels your muscles and fuels your body. So during your runs, focus more on your breathing. And don't worry so much about your pace. Worry about form and your breathing. It would be my recommendation. Because that's a big part of it, right? Like, if you run with proper form, you're not exerting as much energy. If you're breathing correctly, you're fueling your body. You're giving the muscles what they need in order to perform. So, like, focus on don't worry about speed. Right? Even if you're running at, say, a 14, 15-minute mile pace or 16-minute mile pace, don't worry about that. S-Dub, short this. I'm not shorting this, S-Dub. No, zero chance of me shorting this. Zero chance of me getting involved right here, to be perfectly honest. There's nothing I want with this right now. If we can clear this high, I'd be interested in a long back above 29,040, 29,050 up into 29.1. Vice versa to the downside. It would have to drop. It'd have to drop below here. So 29,050-ish. Or 28,950-ish is what I meant to say. Sorry, I misspoke. All right, we're going to leave those entries open for another minute or two. Actually, we'll leave it open for another minute. It looks like the entries are starting to slow down a little bit. So, exclamation point marbles in the chat. This will be the second qualifying race. Top 3 finishers will move on to the grand finale. Still just chopping 29K, guys. Still just chopping 29K. All right, guys, 10 seconds and we're closing down that registration window. I'm not seeing a whole lot of entries anymore, so... You're holding 910? Oh, you're holding long from 910? Lily, I'm good. How are you? All right, Marbles entries are closed now. Oh, you're in a good spot, Chris. I mean, I would probably have my stop somewhere below this. You know, this is where buyers stepped in, so if we lose this area, it's probably heading back to your entry. But you're in a good spot. Yeah, Brutal Trader, I don't know. I don't think anything's a good idea right now. I don't think long or short. I think you're going to be holding for a little bit. We'll see what happens at the top of the hour here in about 12 minutes, but this is starting to feel like we could just chop out and go sideways the remainder of the session. Which is fine, right? Like, I made $580 today. I'm fine with that. Especially on micros. Miss K, I'm pulling for you. I'm pulling for you. All right, let me see if Mason's got the race ready. Let's see here. It looks like he's getting it ready to go. Let's see here. All right, guys. Looks like we're ready to go on the race. Let me get this all set up for you. I'm not sure why all of a sudden the view is a little bit different, but we'll roll with it. All right, everybody, good luck. Second marbles race. Top 3 finishers will move on. Oh, it's the OG course. It's the OG course. All right. Good luck, everybody. Top 3 finishers will be moving on to the grand finale. There will be one more qualifying race after this one, so stick around. There will be more opportunities if you aren't in the top 3. All right, spam that 1, guys, to make your marble go faster. Spam 1. Miss K's like, yep, I'm yeeted. It's all right, Miss K. I never finish either. My marble never finishes these things. Astro Tripper and Chrono Sync out to the early lead. Now Pretty Boy BC in second with Estrada in third. All right, we got Estrada in first now with Edward Ennie in second, Pretty Boy in third, 11 Oak in fourth. Top 3 finishers. All you got to finish is in this top 3, guys, and things change rapidly towards the tail end of these races. So don't count yourself out yet if you aren't in that top 3. It could happen. 44, I see you up there too. 44. Oh, Estrada making a beeline for the opening. All right, here's where everybody gets slowed up. Oh, here it comes. Here comes the pack. Who's going to come out with the lead? Floki Carpenter with the edge. Oh, everybody's getting slowed up. Oh, there goes Lily. If I remember, though, right, this is the track where Laugh at Life skipped the entire second half of the course to claim a victory one time. All right, Lily has the lead now with Sovereignty coming down the home stretch. Top 3 move on. Oh, there it goes, Zen Zen. Lily has secured a spot in the grand finale. Oh my goodness, Miss Sappy Grunge and Lino. Top 3. Lily, Sappy Grunge, and Lino. You 3 are moving on to the grand finale. Congratulations, guys. Wow. Obviously, Mason will be coordinating your verification with you in the chat. Congratulations, all. Golly, how come my marble never finishes in the top anything? I don't even know if I finish races. I'll be honest with... Oh, my goodness, Jay Styles. Wow. Hey, we didn't leave anybody on the track before the flames came down that time. Oh, I did finish that race. I did finish the race. Those marbles races are insane. That's crazy. Those courses where you get yeeted right at the end of the race, where those little punch-up blockades come up and just punt people, are crazy. All right, Lily, Sappy Grunge, and Lino, Mock Dash Level Up will be communicating with you in the YouTube chat. Get those verifications done, and we'll go ahead and do... we'll go ahead and get you all verified, and then we'll do the third race. Since we're still just chopping 29K. We'll see what happens here at the top of the hour, but But yeah, go ahead and get those verifications done. All right. Oh my goodness, price is just stuck right at 29K. Are you guys? I know Crazy Chris is in a position right now, long from 910, which is safe considering what's happening right now. I think you kind of got to give it that breathing room on that position, just in case we can make that move back up to 29.1. But is anybody else in a position right now? Yeah, Lino, I think you are verified as well. Let's see what happens here at 2 o'clock Eastern. I'm not sure what time zone you guys are in, but it's coming up on 2 o'clock my time. Chompy, you were for a scalp? So are you just trying to scalp out this little range here? Like 80 to 20? Oh, Brandon, I know. Brandon, you never get in the top. I know. I'm right there with you. It's not the same people that are winning on these races either. That's what's crazy. So your time is coming. You're due, Brandon. You're due. Yeah, Chris, I mean, if you're long from 910, you had to enter somewhere back in here. So you've been in that trade for a while. So what, like before 1 o'clock? So really since 12:45 my time? Yeah, you've been in that trade for almost, over an hour. Honestly, the hourly looks somewhat bullish, to be fair. On both ES and NQ. I think it's very likely that we probably trade 29.1 again at some point. Extraordinary Minecraft. Estrada, the game is rigged. The marbles races aren't rigged. Trust me. We have zero control over those things. You're looking for oil to push? Yeah, what are we looking at on oil right now? Oil's got a gap that's left unfilled right now. That's a little scary. Coming back into areas of consolidation, though, I don't know. Just me, I'm not. I mean, yes, you got a cup and handle here. Yes, you've got the fake out, but that could just be a trap as well to the top side. Everything's looking kind of muted right now, right? We're hanging out below this wick low. So I would probably have support or resistance right here right now. So just above where current price is. So we're kind of battling that. If you can get the break through and get back above the open from RTH, I think you could get oil on a run back up towards these highs. Easy money short any fake out. I don't know, S-Dub. Nothing looks easy in this. Just looks like you put on some small size and let it ride. Once we get everybody verified there, we'll go ahead and do that third marbles race and do the account giveaway race immediately after it as well. Oh, after the stream today, guys, I got to go cut the grass. We're expecting rain almost every day the rest of this week, so I got to go cut the grass after we're done streaming here. It's been a long day. It's been a long day already. I mean, I just don't like either side. Yeah, Zen, it's about the same here. It's about the same here. It's right around 90. All right, top of the hour here. Let's see what happens. Extraordinary cave trader. No, I don't use Trade-Evade. I think what you have, there's some setting in Trade-Evade where like it's you have to click some setting, but then you have all your accounts and you have to like if you only want to trade one contract, however many accounts you're copy trading is the amount of contracts that you actually have to put on your trade. It's weird on Trade-Evade from what I've seen. Anybody in the chat trade on Trade-Evade and copy trade? Could you help him out if you do know how to copy trade on Trade-Evade? There's absolutely nothing to do here. Miss K, Extraordinary Cave Trader. It has a question about copy trading on Trade-Evade. Manage group, create group. All right, guys, I'm putting a limit order here just below 970. We're going to give the short a shot. We are short. I'm going to go ahead and target the New York session lows. I'm going to go ahead and put my stop just above this swing high at this point. So we're going to risk quite a bit. If we get down towards 900, really 920-ish, I'll probably go break even. I'm not going to allow this to come all the way back up. I'd like to see some follow through here is what I'd like to see to the downside. Come on, get below 950. Get below 950. No, don't bounce 950. That's not ideal. That's not ideal. We'll give it a little bit of room. Anything back above 29K. I don't like it back above 29K. I'm going to want to see continued selling. So I'll be out anything back above 29K. But we'll let this play out. We got signs of exhaustion right there at 950. So that's not ideal. I'm going to go break even. I'm not even going to let it come back up to my entry. We're going to protect our downside. I just don't like range. I'd rather see it get aggressive through 950. Yeah, just zero follow through right now. Make a bot so the chat can trade for me. Oh, MK, we've done chat trades before. We've done chat trades before. In fact, my chat passed an evaluation. But then the prop firm told us, all right, we're out, break even. The prop firm told us that we could no longer trade the funded account. they were like, it's against it's compliance issues. So we had to stop doing it. Even though I see other streamers doing chat trades type stuff all the time, but they didn't like it. So I don't know if these other streamers just aren't telling the props that they're doing it, or what the deal is. Now the question is do I re-enter here? I'm just not seeing enough aggressive selling to push it down right now. Here we go. Now it's starting to pick up. All right, there's the follow through. That's the move I was looking for. Unfortunately, I'm out of the position. Yeah, 110. I think that's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see probably like a 920 bounce back up into 960, and then I would be interested again. I don't want to enter right now because obviously with the exhaustion signals happening, if it does bounce back up from here before trading a little bit below, that's not really good. If you're having aggressive sellers not able to push price lower. So if we can get the 920 bounce back up to 960, I would be interested in it. But if it doesn't get to 920 first, I'm not going to take it. Because this could just be another fake out below the range, pop right back into the area of consolidation, right? MK, you got to start trading Asia because you got a new job as a network security engineer at a bank. Oh, nice. Congrats on the new job. All right, guys, while this is playing out, it looks like everybody's verified now. Mason, go ahead and open up the marbles race, the entries, and we'll go ahead and do this last qualifying race. And then we'll run the grand finale and get you guys your, get the winner their account. Finally using the degree, MK. Yeah, nice. I know sometimes it feels like in life, right? It just feels like college is just a money pit, a money grab. I get it. I get it. But I'm glad you're actually got a job in your field, because that seems to be rare these days. So congratulations. Hey, thanks for the sub, Charter. Appreciate you. Exclamation point marbles in the YouTube chat, guys. This is the third and final qualifier. Top three will move on to the grand finale, which we will run immediately after all of the top three get verified after this race. 50K Lucid Pro account on the line. So go ahead and get your entries in. We'll give you guys a couple minutes to get all your entries in. Make sure everybody got them. I'd be interested in a 980 short if we are holding below 980. But man, I think any move back up, you could be stuck in the range again. White snakes like closed marbles. We'll leave it open for 30 more seconds. I tell you what. Everybody that's here has probably got their entries in, right? Like, everybody that's tuned into the stream has probably got their entries in. So I agree with you. From Globex Open at about 954, 11 Oak. Yeah, I mean, I like that. I still like that, what we were talking about, right? Like, come down to 920. We kind of already defended it once. So I wouldn't mind a pop. The problem is we're running out of, there's still signs of like seller exhaustion here, which I'm not a huge fan of. I would prefer the move back up first to grab more sellers. Let's see if it actually wants to wick that 920 area. Wick this. Come back up. All right. Marbles entries are closed, guys. We're going to give Mason a minute to get the race set up. Thank you to all the new subs, by the way. If you're not bots, I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for all the love and support. I know the streams have been kind of sporadic lately. We've been trying out new schedules. I've talked about how the streaming during Globex has affected my schedule and my overall physical and mental health. That's kind of why we're making the changes, and the channel's kind of suffering a little bit because of that as far as growth is concerned. So I apologize for the sporadic schedules. We're just trying to find something that works well for everybody, right? You know, when I was streaming Globex, I was putting in 18 to 20 hour work days, and it just wasn't ideal. I couldn't keep up that pace anymore. So yes, the viewership and the analytics were better, but now that all those bigger channels are streaming 24 hours, 7 days a week, mods, chat, please. Mods. I'll reach out to mods. But yeah, like I have to, there's got to be some sort of balance in my life between everything. So that's why we're kind of toying around with different streaming schedules and everything. So hopefully you guys don't mind. Nice little sell off here through that 920 level. I would, on the short side, if you guys are still holding on to any short side positions, obviously that regular trading hours low is probably your target at this point. Got a point of interest here at the top side of these wicks, right around 885, 890-ish. But I would probably be trailing my stop to the overnight low from that position. That would be where I would have my stop if I was still in the position that I was in. But yeah. A bit of a carnage map here, Mason. Oh, okay. Mason's ready, it appears. All right, let's do this marbles race. Let's get the pop out. Let's get it all zoomed in. All right, guys. Third and final qualifying race. Top 3 finishers will move on to the grand finale, which will take place immediately after the verification process is done from the top 3 finishers of this race. Good luck, everybody. That's a lot of marbles. That's a lot of marbles. Good luck, everybody. Oh, we actually had some people get through there clean this time. That was quick. You don't normally see that. Hassan out to the early lead. Oh, this is the carnage map. This is where marbles go backwards. Oh, Miss K. Miss K, I see you. Miss K, I see you. Miss K, stay on the track. Miss K, stay on the track. All right, Massive, Izzy, and Brutal Trader right now, top 3. But things change rapidly on this course, guys. There's no telling what's going to happen here. Oh, Izzy. Oh, look out, guys. I'm moving up. Look out, guys. I'm in the top 3. Oh, no, I'm not in the top 3 anymore. I'm getting hung up on obstacles. All right, Izzy still in the lead. Team Massive and Hassan. 1, 2, 3 right now. They're jostling those top 3 positions. Oh, Mason. I don't even know why you highlight my marble. We all know I'm not finishing this race. We all know I'm getting yeeted. All right, Izzy still with the lead, putting a little bit of gap on 2nd and 3rd place right now. Can she get through clean? Oh, getting hung up. Getting hung up. Oh, getting the assist. Oh, no. Can't get the assist from the record. From the record-setting pace. Yaw-Trades is the record-setting pace, guys. So that's not actually a real participant right now. All right, so Izzy 44 and Team Massive 1, 2, 3 right now. Oh no, 44 gets absolutely punted. So now we got flying in queue. Oh, Precision couldn't hang on. Precision couldn't. Oh, they gave it to him. They gave Precision the finish. Precision, you were moving on. Mason can't win. So Finest Gen and Crispy. Precision Finest Gen and Crispy are 1, 2, 3. Wow, I actually finished the race. Unbelievable. I finished in the top 10, guys. That's a first. That's a first. That's a first. All right, so Precision, Finest Gen, and Crispy, you are 1, 2, 3, and moving on to the grand finale. Obviously, once this race finishes, Mock Dash Level Up will be communicating with you in the chat. First Gen, or Finest Gen, not First Gen, Finest Gen. Finest Gen, I think you were verified on the last live stream, so I'm pretty sure you don't need to verify. But Crispy and Precision, obviously, Mason will be communicating with you. Finest Gen, just communicate with Mason. Mock Dash Level Up. Oh, quit highlighting your second place finish, Mason. You dude, patting your own self on the back there. But congratulations, all the top 3 finishers from all 3 races. Once we get the verification process done, we'll go ahead and do that grand finale race. All right, nice move here down to the regular trading hours lows. Nice move here. All right, let's get back to the live screen. We'll get everything all set up, get you guys verified. Dang, it's moments like that where protecting your downside really hurt. I'm not gonna lie, right? Like I had the trade, I had the right move, and I just wasn't willing to let it breathe. Wasn't willing to let it breathe. So that's unfortunate, but it's okay. Like, there will be other trade opportunities. Analysis was good. Just wasn't expecting the follow through like that. Was honestly, after this exhaustion, I was kind of expecting price to retest this area one more time and then get the sell off. But it just kind of straight ripped to the downside. So S-Dub, if you're still around, you were right. Yeah, MK, it's okay. You win some, like, you win some, you lose some. Charter, so that was the last qualifying race. So yeah, for today, that's the last qualifying race. But we do giveaways frequently on stream. We do giveaways frequently on stream. So there will be more marbles races in future streams. Guys, this week the plan is just to stream 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard. Oh, I know. The races are hilarious. The races are, they're a good interactive way to do the giveaways, right? I don't see any other traders doing that on their streams, so it's something unique to my channel. Yeah, MK, I always protect my downside. Like, look, guys, I've said it before. I'm not one of these other, I don't make tons of money off of affiliates. I don't have any free accounts that I do get from the prop firms that we do have affiliations with. We give to you guys. You guys get all the free accounts. I don't keep them for myself. I don't degenerately trade. I don't promote that kind of trading. Throwing minis on in this kind of market environment is just, especially on a 50K prop firm account, is just detrimental, right? Like you're strictly gambling. You are YOLOing. I don't believe in the whole prop firm arbitrage. I think it's just a bad example because the majority of people, like the average trader out there, can't trade the same way that you see on social media, right? Like they don't have that funding to promote that way. So like, most of you aren't in the shoes. So following those types of streams, while entertainment value might be there because the P&L lines are massive and huge, I don't think that represents an accurate representation of what the average trader's trading should look like, right? When you're starting out and you're trying to learn. Because that's just not the reality, right? You're not going to come out making tens of thousands of dollars, right? Like that's not how you build accounts. Yeah, people definitely highlight the winning trades for sure, right? I don't really screenshot my losers because I don't let my losers run that much. I can do it, right? Like because I live stream, people have seen me take losing trades, but they're not like massive losing trades. So like in Discord, when I'm screenshotting, is it really worth showing a 5-point loser, a 10-point loser, you know? So it's weird. Now you want more Rice Krispie treats? Yeah, Martin, like just what you see on social media isn't an accurate representation, right? Like you can't trade the same way. Those guys are making $20K a month off their affiliates, right? And it's all lumped into their business. They're trading, their affiliates, everything's lumped into a business. So their evaluations, I mean, some of these people are on like funded account numbers 500, 600, 1,000, you know, that's unprofitable trading. That's unprofitable trading. You think about it, even on a 50K account, right? That's $2,000 of drawdown. $2,000 of drawdown. Now, granted, all you spent was $100 to get that $2,000 of drawdown, but in essence, if that was a real account, you have a $2,000 account that you're trading, right? Now you multiply that by the amount of failures, and that's the actual dollar amount that person is down as a trader. Compare that to the amount of payouts that they receive, right? And they would need to be profitable in the millions and have millions in the payouts in order to actually be considered a profitable trader. Like for reference, you know, a couple years ago, I was able to comfortably trade minis. And now I'm sized down to micros. Yeah, extra. Why promote to make people blow their money makes you look bad. People don't care though, right? Like the majority of people don't care. They just want the entertainment. They just want that entertainment. They don't even care if you're blowing accounts left and right. To be perfectly honest, as long as you're swearing, acting a fool, and losing a bunch of money, people tune in for that too. Right? That's what you get. That's what gets clicks. That's what gets views. And the fact of the matter is, you're not going to post huge payouts without putting on that kind of risk, right? So they trade that way just to strictly post that huge payout, because on the back end, even if they're making 20K off of affiliates, right, and they're only spending 5 to 10K on their accounts a month, right? Technically, they have a profitable business going, right? But does that mean they're a good trader? No. No. They've just found a way to game the system. Crispy, are you here? Crispy0214, are you here? Yeah, extraordinary cave trader. Like everybody's in a different. Everybody, like, you still have to find your own unique strategy, right? Like all our brainwaves click on a different level. We all recognize patterns and things that happen in the market a little bit differently and process that information a little bit differently. So at the end of the day, you shouldn't ever follow one person's specific strategy, right? Like you should develop your own. That's, oh, there you are, Crispy. All right, Mason, do you see Crispy has responded in the chat? All right, nice little look below with a slight recovery here on the Nas. Let's see what happens up here just above 28.9. My goodness, though. I mean, when you're having 50.1 minute candles, even more than that sometimes, that's insane. That's just crazy volatility. Yeah, MK, the psychology is a big part of it, right? It definitely is. More important than your profits or your gains is actually your losses. Like, protecting your downside is probably the most important thing in trading and will advance you the quickest, right? That will grow your account quicker than any wins. Because any big win, if you're not protecting your downside, can be immediately eliminated on the very next trade. Where is Crispy? Crispy's up there in the chat. So the most important thing is protecting that downside, right? Crispy, you saw Lucid, and we were the first. We were the first place you heard about him. Yeah, that was. I think we were one of their first partnerships. I think we were one of their very first affiliate partnerships. And I heard about them from my friend Goose, Banana Bread Trades. So we were on board early with Lucid. They're a great company. Their CEO is great. They do right by their traders. Payouts are fast. Everything works how you would want a prop to work. They make changes when they need to make changes. If something isn't working, they change it. Yeah, AJ does right by his traders. All right, let's see what happens here at overnight lows, which sit right just above 920. That's going to be a pretty good tell on what we can expect for the rest of the session. If we get back above those overnight lows at this point, I'm thinking we're probably heading right back up towards 29K. But I'm gonna watch this level right here is what I'm watching right now. Obviously, once everybody's verified, we're gonna go ahead and do that grand finale race. Once Mason gives me the go ahead. Yeah, extraordinary cape trader, and that's the thing, right? Like you have to be willing to accept in trading. You're not going to win every trade. Nobody's going to be perfect. You're going to have red days, right? You have to be willing to accept the small red day. You have to know that you're just not seeing it that well. Have to know that hey, maybe it's just not my day, and walk away with that small red day. When in reality, you're thinking in the back of your mind, you're thinking in the back of your mind, oh, I've done this a million times, right? Like, oh, I've made this money back before. I can make it back on the next trade. Actually, the win is walking away at that point. That's the win. Having the ability to walk away with a small red day. In fact, I challenge you guys. When you're down $200 or $300, something like that, something really, really small, even if you're not ready to walk away for the day, walk away for the day. Train yourself to accept that small loss, right? Like train the psychology. Go do something else. I know that's the hardest thing. It is the hardest thing to drop it with a small red day and just say, that's it. Because psychology tells you, oh, I'm only a small trade away from being on the green side of things here, right? But then inevitably what happens is you go and chase that small win. And that small win turns into another small loss. And then another small loss. And it just snowballs. Yeah, Chompy, 100%. Trading micros will help. If you're on those 50K, 25Ks, there's zero reason to trade minis. Absolutely no reason to trade a mini. Unless you are YOLOing your account. All right, it looks like Mason's almost ready here. So once he has everything all set up, guys, I will get the final race going. This will be for the 50K Lucid Pro account. 9 entries in there. Top 3 finishers from the 3 qualifying races. So whenever Mason is ready, he will let me know and we will do this. We'll do the giveaway. That's tough, man. I've been calling it all morning. Short the bounces. All right, it looks like Mason's ready, guys. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do this marbles race and get the winner their account. Mason, whenever you're ready, go ahead and drop those marbles. Good luck, the 9 of you that are in. Good luck, guys. It's going to be a wide open track. So, but this course can produce some carnage as well, even with only 9 marbles in there. So good luck, everybody. All right, Crispy out to the early lead. Crispy has the early lead. Finest Gen in second. Sappy in third. Oh, let's see what happens here. I think this is the track, guys, where at the very end, there's those little pop-up obstacles that absolutely yeet the leaders. Sometimes. Sometimes it's complete carnage at the end of this race. So just be prepared. All right, Sappy in first. Finest Gen in second. Lily in third. All right, Sappy's got quite a lead here. Sappy getting through relatively clean early. But don't count yourselves out, guys. Do not count yourselves out on this track specifically. Oh, that's scary. That's scary. You don't want to get slowed up through here. All right, here we go. All right, Sappy coming through the home stretch. Let's see if Sappy can get through. Sappy's got quite a gap on the rest of the field, but getting really slowed up here. Here comes the rest of the pack, guys. Oh, no. Oh, no, Sappy. Here is where it gets interesting. Oh, no. Oh, Sappy got through clean. Sappy is your winner of the 50K Lucid Pro account. Congratulations, Sappy Grunge. Wow, nobody got yeeted. Nobody yeeted yet. That last little obstacle, guys, is normally where it happens. Oh, there's the first one. Lerner was the first. Lerner was the first to get drop kicked. All right, congratulations, Sappy Grunge. Mock Dash Level Up, Mason will be communicating with you to get you all squared away on that giveaway account. Oh, the 920 rejection came in. The 920 rejection came in solid there. Yeah, congratulations, Sappy. Take it slow. On Lucid, by the way, if some of you have never traded with Lucid, there's no monthly rebill on their accounts. So take those accounts slow when you do purchase those Lucid accounts. Right now, Lucid has a 2-use 50% off promotion going on using code WES, by the way. So if you're looking for some cheap accounts right now, Lucid for your first 2 purchases is going to be 50% off using code WES. Great prop firm, guys. Ultra reliable, fast payouts. But take your time in those evaluations because there's no monthly rebill, so it could take you 2-3 months. If you want to take 2-3 months on your evaluation, take it slow. You're not going to get rebilled. It's a one-time fee with them. Great promotion going on right now at 50% off for your first 2 purchases, and that goes for everybody. So code WES at Lucid will get you 50% off your first 2 purchases. I know everybody else probably beat me to the punch as far as the affiliates are concerned and they're promoting. But if you haven't used that yet, that is a good chance to get some nice cheap accounts and easy rule structure, easy payout structure accounts as well. No intraday trailing on Lucid, so just take your time. All right, let's see what happens here at these overnight lows. I think if we lose this RTH low, the move down towards 760 or just below could be pretty quick. 770-ish maybe. In fact, I'm probably going to do something like this. I'm going to put an entry from 845. And I'll put my take profit right here and see if we can get this quick move down. My stop will be just above 880. Payout for sure, Sappy. Yeah, nice. Nice. That's the psychology you need. Do I ever wash the hat? Rotund, is that you on an alt account? Screen is messed up. Oh, you're seeing everything right now. Let's see here. You're seeing my higher time frame chart. That's what you're seeing. All right, guys, we are locked into the short position now. I should probably get a stop in because I really don't want to see anything back above, I'll say here. So we'll give it back up to, we'll just go $100 on this trade. I kind of want to see sellers just be aggressive through here, but price is moving a little bit slower right now, so it might just continue to matriculate down. But I like this 760 area. So let's go ahead and just front run that 760. If we reject 880, relatively solid, I'll probably add into this position. Actually, let's just give it to the swing highs. We'll go back above. We'll go back above this swing high. So this is going to be, you know, I'm going to be risking quite a bit actually on this trade. Less than $200, but it's still saying to give it a 56-point stop on the risk engine. So I'm going to give it a little bit above that. So really I would have to give it back to what, like 900 at least. So I might as well have extended that extra 15 points just to give it that little bit of extra breathing room. Bro, you could have risked $50 earlier and you would have been up massively. Yeah, SW, you win some, you lose some. Lobber, yeah, so you're for 2 uses. You get 2 uses at 50% off right now. And then I think you have, it depends on what you have stored in your vault, maybe. You might, I don't know how their vault's working right now, but I know it used to be you would have your next 5 purchases would be 40% off. And then I want to say maybe your next 6 would be 30% off. But I haven't looked at their accounts in a while to see if what the vault's doing. Yep, 5 at 40%. That's what I thought. I thought it was your next 5 purchases after those first 2 at 50 are 40% off, and then after that it goes to 30%. Oh, cheers, Sappy. All right, let's see if Power Hour can push us down. We might consolidate here for a little bit. Might even go retest 900. But I would like to see sellers step in and push us down to that 760 area. Right? We're starting to head down. You've got this wick down here that it looks like we're coming down to test. We're below this wick. So this would be the next area of interest. Obviously, if we get below 800, I would go break even on this position, but we'll see if I don't get stopped out first. Either way, I'm still ending today green, even if I do take the loss here. But I feel like this is the move. Yeah, okay. I think that would be the flip area. Not that I'm going to flip, but that would be a nice buy area, right? Higher time frame wise, that would be a logical buy spot. We bounced from there before. You would expect whatever buyers were sitting here on the higher time frames to at least have some sort of reaction there. All right, let's see if we can get this flush out down to 800. If we get down to 800, I'll go break even. Really, anything below 820, I'll probably go break even. All right, there we go. Yo! These wicks are outrageous. Come on, man. Keep going. Keep going. Hey, what's up, Manu? How are you? I mean, this should be the move, guys. It should be the move. All right, there's below 820. Let's go ahead and take risk off. Hopefully it doesn't bounce back up to 840. Hopefully we just flush right through 800 here. And I'll probably just trail 1 minute candle to 1 minute candle, assuming I survive this position. Wow. Now we have exhaustion down at the low. Come on, man. Right at 800. Brutal. They do make it tough to hold on to a position these days, don't they? Oh, did I just get top wick too? Brutal. That's that weekly low sitting there at 843. Mr. Games Paradise. Depending upon the size, I use micros if it's a 50K or below. I still use micros. I'll just use, 3 to 5 micros to start. And then for every, like right now, guys, you can pass those 50Ks on micros very easily. Probably in a couple trades with the movement that we have, as long as you're executing in the right areas, right? Oak, my brain must be soaked in calm chemicals. Ola, yeah, we already did the giveaway for today. The thumbnail looks like I saw some cleavage at the library. What is it? What's the thumbnail today? I didn't look at it. Is it the Lucid giveaway thumbnail? Yeah, I can see how you would interpret it that way. All right, we are battling those, man. I think the move is down here. I'll be honest with you guys. I mean, maybe we might give one more attempt back up here towards 880, but I think this is the move. You're giving away virtual hugs if needed, Kyle? Nice. Nice. All right, so nice little sell-off off that weekly low retest. So you had the break, you got the retest. I like the 770, 760 area. Maybe even this daily low down here at 741 might be an ideal target if you are still short. But I do like an attempt at buyers in this area for a possible bounce as well. Like maybe back up towards 900. Gosh, why couldn't it just flush? Why couldn't it just... Why is nothing easy, guys? Why couldn't it just... You know what I'm saying? Like, just go. Just go. We all know where you're going. Like, just go. Why does it got to play so many games? Can't just go clean. It's got to play so many games along the way. It just can't. Even if you're short, you know, that very next candle, it more than likely is almost retracing the full. It's re-offering all that previously traded price. So it's like, all right, there's no safe break-even stop, right? Buy it, it'll insta-flush. Yeah, Martin, I know. Yeah, get long here. No, I think until price reaches down here, you're only looking for short entries. But even at this point right now, you're having to risk back to above 900. So you're having to give it 70, 80 points of breathing room. And you're only looking at a 70 or 80 point target. So you're looking at a 1-to-1 from where price is currently. And now we're back above. Yeah, it's just so choppy, guys. I'm probably going to call it there. I've got to go cut the grass here. I'm probably going to end the live stream there. I will be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard. We will do another giveaway for you guys tomorrow as well. So come back to... Wow. All right. Random 20-point smackola. We'll do another giveaway tomorrow afternoon. So tune back into the live stream. I'll be live from at least 1 to... Wow. Yeah, see? But this is what I would be looking for the remainder of the session and into power hour. I would look for the surge down into this area. Right? And then I would look for buyers to be stepping in and kind of put in one of these things for the move back up. I don't think we lose this level that easily. Obviously, on the daily, we have got that is where those wicks are. You've got a topside wick sitting here. You've got a downside wick sitting there. So I would expect buyers to defend this. If we do lose that area, the move down into what is this? Like 550 would make a lot of sense as well, but I'm thinking that you probably hold here. So that's the move that I would be looking for, is down into this area and then a possible bounce back up. Be safe during power hour, guys. Things could get a little frisky, obviously. And I hope to see you all tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. Enjoy the rest of your trading session. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Peace. Bye.